of our program, and please no flash photography if you'd please. With that, sit back and enjoy our preludes, starting with Bailey and Savannah.
Silent night. Oh. know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would calm a storm with his hands? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? And when you kiss your little baby, just know you kiss the face of God. Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? The blind will see, the deaf will hear, and the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Lamb. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day rule the nation? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? The sleeping child you're holding is the great I am. Oh, Mary, did you know?
Again, I just want to welcome all of you to tonight. My name is Travis Locker. I'm head of school here at Annapolis Christian Academy. Tonight is about celebrating our Evening of the Arts. One of the things that makes us distinctive as a school is our emphasis on beauty. Of the three transcendentals, truth, goodness, and beauty, beauty sometimes gets left behind. We're all about truth, want things that are good, but learning and appreciating things that are truly beautiful is sometimes we, in the hustle and bustle, particularly of this season, we kind of leave that behind. So tonight is a chance for you to pause and reflect on beautiful things. But if things aren't anchored in truth, then beauty becomes very trivial, subjective. We believe that there is true beauty that's found, first of all, in God's Word, and then from there, we see it in His creation. So tonight is a little bit different. If you've been to an Evening of the Arts before, this will be a little bit different. We're trying something new. As we've been growing our band program, we've needed a little extra time in transition, so we're going to add a little bit of an intermission. What it'll look like is our band will perform, and then there'll be about a 25-minute intermission. During that time, you're welcome to go to my right, your left, in the Carter Building. There's some hot chocolate, maybe some cookies, and you'll get a chance to start viewing some of the beautiful art that's put on. We have ceramic students and our students that are drawing through different mediums and even photography. But don't spend too much time there. We need you back here in your seats 20 minutes later at 25 minutes after that break. We'll start the choir portion, and then after that, please feel free to spend the time that you'd like to just peruse the rest of it. So like I mentioned, there'll be the band, short intermission. We'll come back, finish the program with our choir, and then after that, you'll get the chance to enjoy the beautiful artwork that's hanging on the wall in our Carver building. Well, none of this is possible without our wonderful leadership of our fine arts director, Mrs. Shelby Fox. Let me welcome her to the stage as we'll turn it over to her.
Good evening. Thank you so much to Mr. Lockyer for that wonderful introduction. As he said, my name is Shelby Fox. I'm the Fine Arts Director here at Annapolis. I have the pleasure of speaking in front of you after Lily Rodriguez wrecked me emotionally. So thank you, Lily. You did so beautifully, and I'm still a little shaky. It was absolutely beautiful. I'm here to talk about our program from a bird's eye view. Our program here at Annapolis for the Fine Arts consists of choir, band, visual art, and theater. For a school as small as ours, that is an incredible representation of the fine arts. Our staff is just incredible, and we have the opportunity to spread all of these fine arts to our students. In an age where fine arts programs are being deemed unnecessary, or whether they're being taken out of schools altogether and deemed extra, something that is not essential, we are privileged to be standing in this room filled with students who are able to partake in these arts. Over the summer, I had the opportunity to think about our department as a whole, and to develop some core values so that we know always what we're coming back to and what we're moving toward. So our first core value here in the fine arts is craft. So we work on excellence of craft. We build knowledge in the students. We work on that craft. We want them to be good musicians, good artists, excellent performers. However, the craft is nothing if you don't have character. So that is our second core value, the character being built in these students in their fine arts program and across the school as a whole really makes them stand out as musicians and artists. We want to build a character that is giving, loving, and gives glory to God in all that we do. Connection is the next core value that we have. Connection to each other, connection to their teachers. We want that trust between student and teachers, and connection to community, knowing that the fine arts are sometimes the threads that connect people in a community when it seems that we have nothing else in common with someone. Their music is, their art is. And so we have this common thread that moves throughout the entire world. This connection is so important in the fine arts. And finally, our fourth core value is leadership. When they graduate from Annapolis, we don't want them to need us anymore. We want to see them running the show. It's one of my greatest joys to see a theater program come together and to be sitting in a seat. Well, really, I'm pacing in the back, very nervous. But a theater program here at this school is run completely by students, on stage, backstage, the booth. And so to see them step into those leadership roles and not need the teacher to hold their hand, that is the greatest joy of all. We also have a saying that we use in theater called service over spotlight. As they grow in the ranks, as they grow into those larger roles for theater, or whether they move into a first chair position for band, we want those students to be focused on serving others in their leadership role instead of looking only to stand in the spotlight alone. The higher that you climb in this program, the more that is expected of you in service to others. We're so grateful that our fine arts program is growing. We have brought on this year someone to run our chapel band, and wow, has he taken it and helped it to blossom. If you have had the pleasure of attending one of our solar chapels, you have seen Stephen Hansen and all that he is doing with our chapel band. So Stephen, I know that you'll probably hate this, but can you please stand so we can recognize your work? And last year, the best thing ever happened. We were able to hire a band director. I used to run this entire concert by myself, and while that was a joy, I am so grateful that we found Neely Peterson. She has taken our band program and just run with it as I knew that she would. I knew that it was time for me to step aside, and so I am so grateful. Not only is she teaching 6th grade band and logic band that was already instituted before she arrived, but this year she has begun a rhetoric band, finally. We have a rhetoric band and also a pep band to attend the sporting events. So not only is Neely increasing the quality of what we're doing with our programs in band, but she is expanding it. Our fine arts are alive and well. So without further ado, I would like to introduce Miss Neely Peterson so she can begin our concert. Thank you very much.
Well, good evening, and I'd really like to welcome you to my second annual Band is a Process sermon. So I'm so excited for you to see the process that these students walk through. Once a student learns an instrument, they can learn anything. It is a hard process. They start with something very difficult to understand. They don't know how to make it work. They don't know how to make it sound beautiful. We're going to hear in just a moment our grammar band coming up, and they've only been playing these instruments for 3 months. They're going to floor you with how well they're doing. As we move on to our logic group, you're going to hear the mature sound coming out. They're playing in higher ranges, lower ranges, more difficult rhythms. I even pulled out a jazz chart for them, which is a lot of fun. And it's hard. It's hard to do, and they have accomplished it by taking small little steps in the band process. And then we get to add our next process in the rhetoric band. They're playing difficult music. They move from music that is 4 to 5 parts to music where every player is responsible for their single line. Those 15 lines have to fit together at the right time, and beautiful music happens. There's a lot of responsibility on these kids. So I'm just excited for you to hear that growth. I don't think it's something that you've gotten to hear for a while. I think you will be really proud of these students and their work. They are smart, and they work hard, and you will see that tonight. A few people I do want to thank before we jump into our concert. I could not do this alone. Music is a community sport. So I would really like to thank, we have private lesson teachers who work with our students. We have one of our first-year teachers, Miss Bretz, who teaches our flute section. We have Miss Whaley, who works with many different instruments for us. She's a very talented young lady. And I also have Mr. Joseph Rosales, who is here, coming to us with just a wealth of information, longtime band director from our area. We're so thankful to have their help. Can you please give them a round of applause? Thank you. And all of them are so kind. They will stop by my room and say, "What do you need?" And I throw students at them, and they fix them. It's wonderful. So it's great. And then tonight, we also get to recognize some guest musicians later on, and I'd like to mention them here. As our music gets more complicated, I didn't have enough students to fill in all the parts, so we had some wonderful adults step in to fill in these parts just for the love of music, just out of the goodness of their heart they came. So I have some of those private lesson teachers. Cleo Bretz is filling in on flute and piccolo. I have Joseph Rosales filling in on trumpet, Taryn Webb on French horn, and my husband Craig Peterson gets to play trombone tonight. So please give them a round of applause. We're so thankful. Yes. And the very last thing I want to thank Carroll High School. You're going to see a giant concert bass drum rolled out onto stage later. It is so cool. Carroll High School is loaning that to us, so we would like to thank them for their generosity and sharing with us tonight. Yes. Well, we'll stop jabbering and we'll get the sixth grade group on the stage. Please enjoy the concert.
Good evening. My name is Jack Lauda, and I play the baritone in the grammar band. This is our first year learning the wind instruments at ACA. Last spring, we had the opportunity to try many different instruments, and along with Miss Peterson, we selected an instrument to study for the next 3 years. We began the year not knowing how to assemble, hold, or play the instruments, we're performing on tonight. Our official notes as a band was on September 5th, but we've been working hard the last 3 months and are excited to show you our progress. Please enjoy our first selection, Jingle Bells.
Good evening. My name is Jackson McNeil, and I play the trumpet in the grammar band. In 6th grade, we learned 2 types of wind instruments, woodwinds and brass. These instruments will be best support the development of larger concert bands that can be played in chapel at football and basketball games, and jazz bands in a higher level wind ensemble as we get older. Our next song features the woodwind section, including flutes, clarinets, and alto saxophones. Woodwinds have to learn a new fingering for each note. One small finger misstep causes a very big squeak. Thankfully, our group has learned quickly, so we will definitely enjoy our next song, Up on the Housetop.
Good evening. My name is Tiana Mouton, and I play the flute in Grammar Band. The next song features the brass section playing Jolly Old St. Nicholas. You'll hear trumpets, French horns, trombones, and baritones. Brass instruments work differently than woodwinds because they have only around 7 fingers or slide combinations to learn. However, each position can play many different notes. Our brass players have to identify which note is correct by singing the pitch in their head and saying their embouchure or lips correctly. Please enjoy the Grammar Band's brass section playing Jolly Old St. Nicholas.
Good evening. My name is Vivian Sawyer, and I play the flute in the Grammar Band. We hope you have enjoyed hearing our progress as we mark our debut performance as band members. We look forward to continuing our practice in spring and are sure to amaze you at our next concert. Our final song, Bell Carol, is set in a round. One group begins while a second group is singing. Please enjoy our concert finale.
We will do a quick transition. Please talk amongst yourselves.
Good evening. My name is Andrew Venata, and I play baritone in the Logic Band. We've been busy this semester as we've prepared a large selection of music to support our school. Instrumental music has a special place in classical learning because of its discipline and focus on creating something beautiful. You will hear tonight that our group has definitely reached the level needed to achieve a beautiful sound. We've been able to use our skills in worship at chapel and to cheer on our school through football and volleyball seasons. My favorite part about band this semester was learning more difficult music. Tonight, we're beginning our concert with a brief warm-up song to get our tuning and tone ready for some great challenges ahead in our concert. We decided if we needed to warm up, we might as well make it festive. So please enjoy as we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Good evening. My name is Gianna LeBron, and I play clarinet in the Logic Band. The next song features a beloved Christmas hymn that you will recognize quickly. The arrangement takes a few musical liberties with a melody offering a different perspective on the song and adding a grand theme that wins its way between verses. I personally enjoy when everyone comes in at measure 41. It's so beautiful. I can't wait for you to hear it. The difficult part about this song is how much responsibility rests on each player to tune in higher ranges and dissonant chords. Miss Peterson says she gets goosebumps every time the final chord is resolved correctly. We hope you do too. Please enjoy A Christmas Hymn.
Hello, my name is Ava Hodges, and I play baritone in the Logic Band. And now it is time for something completely different. Our band has 3 big goals this year, and 2 were accomplished while learning this piece. We're playing in much higher ranges and reading way more complicated rhythms. To be honest, we did not like this song in the beginning. It was too hard, and many thought it was unattainable. However, as the saying goes, we ate this elephant one bite at a time. About a week before Thanksgiving, we got it right, and now it is our favorite song we've ever played. Some of us might even go as far as to call it fun. My favorite part of this song is when we all come in at measure 33. It sounds so full and joyful. I'm also very excited that we get to feature the musical talents of soloists Aubrey Forg on saxophone, Leighton Pepper on trumpet, Ellie Vega on bass, and Honor Hansen on drums. We've certainly leveled up on our skills and are excited to play a jazz chart based on Joy to the World. Please enjoy our finale, Jazz to the World.
Thank you so much, Logic Band, for showcasing all of your hard work this semester. That was very exciting. Thank you. When I first began at this school, I think we had 15 students in Logic Band, just to give you a scope of the growth. At this time, I would like to invite Miss Angelina Shepard-Domageau to the stage to talk briefly about our art program.
Good evening. I am Angelina Domageau. I'm the kinder through 12th grade visual art instructor, and I have the privilege of working alongside my amazing aide, Mrs. Johnston, Miss Stacia Johnston. Together, we get to inspire the students to pursue and practice goodness and beauty through the visual arts. The famous American theologian and pastor Francis Schaeffer once said that art is a reflection of God's creativity and an evidence that we are made in the image of God. So we are so pleased to have you here together to celebrate the God-given gift of creativity and the hard work of our students. As you walk through the Carter Halls, you'll see some work inspired by our master artists that came before us, like Paul Cezanne, Mary Cassatt, Henry Matisse, Norman Rockwell, and Edward Hopper, and many more, as well as original student artwork. The students have worked very diligently this whole semester to prepare for tonight's exhibition, and we hope you enjoy viewing the artwork. At this time, I'd like to call up Ms. Stacia Johnston up to the front to share a little bit about Artsonia. But I'd also like to take this time to recognize her. I would not be able to do any of this without Ms. Johnston. So thank you, Mrs. Johnston, for all of your hard work. Hello, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming to appreciate the fine arts this evening. And a huge thanks to Ms. Dominjo and to the kids for all of the hard work they've put into the art they've created this year. For those of you who don't know, Artsonia is a massive online museum for art, and we upload all of your students' artwork. We do this so that they have an online portfolio of their work so that you get to see all of their beautiful creations before they have to take it home at the end of the year, because I know you hate to wait. So Artsonia allows you to order keepsakes for your children's artwork, including prints, mugs, totes, picture books, and many other things. These make wonderful Christmas and birthday presents. I would encourage you all to check it out if you have not already. The proceeds from your purchases, 20% of that comes back to the art department, and we use that to purchase more art supplies. This year we've already used some to purchase more paper, erasers, glazes for ceramics, etc. So it is being used to help your students create even more artwork. Also this year we have uploaded over 700 artworks already, and more are on the way. And I hope you will keep an eye on Artsonia, because you will get a glimpse of your students' artwork for the next Evening of the Arts. And I will hand this back to Ms. Dominjo. Thank you. Thank you again, Ms. Johnston, for all of your hard work. Just a reminder, all of our artwork is on display in the Carter building, but we also have the 6th grade artwork on display in the cafe towards the end of the cafeteria hall. We'd like for you to spend this intermission to enjoy the artwork and some refreshments, but please be sure to come back to hear the rest of our fine arts performance. Thank you so much.
We'll go ahead and dismiss for our intermission. Just a reminder, no food or drinks in the chapel. A 25-minute intermission begins now. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. We will continue with our program featuring the Rhetoric Band. Thank you so much.
The first semester in a long time that an ensemble like this has been offered at ACA, and 9 of us were brave enough to sign up. Miss Peterson threw a lot of music our way, and we've had the opportunity to play for 2 combined chapels and assist Logic Band at pep rallies. We're excited for you to hear the next step in band development. The music we play is more complicated, moving from songs with 4 to 5 different lines to pieces with 15 different moving lines, all needing to fit together correctly. To pick up where Logic Band left off, we begin our section with a jazz arrangement of Christmas Time is Here. It's a recognizable tune by Vince Grijaldi and featured in the iconic Charlie Brown Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy this evening's performance by the Rhetoric Band.
Good evening. My name is Lucy George, and I play clarinet in the Rhetoric Band. Our next piece was arranged by a composer our school holds very dear as he composed our previous hymn of the year, O God Beyond All Praising. Gustav Holst arranged On This Day Earth Shall Ring, based on the Pie Cantiones, originally composed in 1582. He included it as one movement in his Winter Suite for Band that also includes In the Bleak Midwinter. Lyrics for this hymn say, On this day earth shall ring with the song children sing to the Lord, Christ our King, born on earth to save us, him the Father gave us. Just like the original composition, we began with a triumphant trumpet trio ringing in the greatest announcement our world has ever received. In the next 2 songs, we're adding guest musicians to help cover second and third parts as the students cover all leading lines. These musicians are helping us hear and understand the depth of each of these pieces that we would not hear without them. We are so thankful for their contribution to this evening's music. Please welcome to the stage Cleo Bretz on flute and piccolo, Joseph Rosales on trumpet, Taryn Webb on French horn, and Craig Peterson on trombone.
My name is Jonas Johnson, and I play flute in the Rhetoric Band. We all know and love the beautiful melodies composed by Tchaikovsky in the Nutcracker Ballet. And I know everybody would love to spend the next 2 hours listening to the full orchestra suite as it was meant to be played. However, nobody has time for that. Since the season is so busy and we've got places to be, let us simplify this 2-hour work into 3 minutes and 18 seconds. We'll hit the 8 major themes from the Nutcracker and cross this piece of art off your holiday to-do list. It's a technical race for our musicians. We will be flying through this complex arrangement. Please get your timers ready and help us beat the holiday rush that is the 3-minute Nutcracker.
If you'll give us just a moment, we're going to transition from rhetoric band into logic choir. Thank you. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Thank you so much. I'd like to take this opportunity. As you can see, our fine arts program is growing. We're getting almost too big for our space here. And so we do have some fundraising goals that we're building in order to facilitate our growing program. One thing that I did not do was to put a QR code for donations on our program. So if you feel moved to donate to our performing arts program, specifically our curricular performing arts program, which is different than the after-school theater program. If you feel moved to donate in any way, please do contact the school and they'll get you in touch with me. And we would love to just be in dialogue about that. We appreciate you being here and supporting us. At this time, I'd like to welcome our Logic Choir onto stage. In the Logic grades, They get to come to choir only one semester. They're in band the full year. So we swap off choir and art during those semesters. This semester, we have the Logic Men's Choir. We used to call it the Logic Boys Choir. And I started looking at these very tall individuals, and I said, no, this is the Logic Men's Choir. And they are representing themselves and their voices. How beautiful to hear a group of men singing together, praising the Lord, and using well-trained voices. So this year we have focused on two-part singing and learning how to balance the various different voices that we have at this age. So I'm proud to introduce our Logic Men's Choir. Well done, gentlemen. Can we get one more round of applause, please? Typically, in a middle school situation, they would choose between band or choir. Not at Annapolis. Truly, we have the opportunity to give them both opportunities. And never in my life have I heard an adult say, I wished that I hadn't learned how to sing. Never in my life. And it's true for the instruments as well. No one has ever said to me, I wished that I never picked up an instrument. It is always the opposite. It is always the opposite. So we're going to give them those opportunities as much as we can in middle school. And regardless of whether it's their favorite thing or their least favorite thing, I do believe that it will enrich their lives for years to come. At this time, I would like our rhetoric choir to come to the stage. Rhetoric choir is an elective, just like rhetoric band is. We cross our fingers that we'll have enough people to fill the spots, but regardless of how many we have, we're going to make music anyway. And this year, we've been extremely blessed with 20 individuals that have filled our rhetoric choir and that I get to see twice a week, and we get to make music together. So please welcome our rhetoric choir. this time, for our closing song, I'd like to invite the 6th grade and Logic choirs onto stage for one last caroling song. Thank you.
And join us in singing Joy to the World.
Everyone
go. Thank you again so much for joining us. You may have a seat one last time. I'm going to hand the microphone back over to Mr. Lockyer to close out our evening. Thank you for being part of Annapolis. Thank you for being a part of our community. And thank you for singing. All this time I said, kids, they might not sing. But I should have known better. This is Annapolis. We sing here. Thank you so much. Here's Mr. Travis Lockyer.
Well, if I could have Mrs. Peterson and Ms. Domageau and Mrs. Fox please join me on stage. We always spend a little bit of time at the end because none of this is possible without the excellent work of our amazing teachers. And I just want us to just pause and give them a round of applause of appreciation for their incredible hard work and all that they do. This is for you as well. We are truly blessed to have some amazing teachers that make these evenings so incredible, but it's really the day-to-day work that they do that just puts, and then you just get a chance to just enjoy just the fruits of their labor. This evening isn't over yet. Please remember that you can head over to the Carter Building. I heard there's still lots of hot chocolate. Keep it out of the chapel area, and please don't make a mess. But there's plenty of hot chocolate, maybe a few cookies left. Please enjoy the art that's on the wall. 6th grade art is in the cafeteria if you want to go down that hallway and peruse that down the breezeway. And with that, thank you for joining us this evening, and have a Merry Christmas.